Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Kerryon Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done.
And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Right now, throwing again on 2nd and 10. Open man is lost, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Right, eluding the pressure. And it's a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
right to throw on second down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot! Watch him now, Barney!
He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
Watch him now, Barney!
Here's Mixon. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run for it with Carson, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's James. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
No. Check, Patriot!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
On third down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9.
They'll run it with Johnson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Hot! Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw is right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. But he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying, I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
All right, now, lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Right. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. And Bullock will put this one through. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Now Ross to return. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for the Texans. 46 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Detroit!
A first down carry here for Johnson. Down to about the 22 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Check. Patriot!
They go to Johnson again. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Mayfield on first down, eluding the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Gone! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Here's Wright, off the play fake, and that's off the mark, incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On third down, Mixon, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Watch him now, Barney.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now out comes Houston. If they're going to take it in for another touchdown like they did on their last drive, they're going to have to do it the hard way, starting at the 1.
And boy, is that a difficult position. Obviously, where they are on the field, they have to be careful with the football. But at the same time, they can't be so careful that they can't run their offense as well. Everyone's got to lock in this situation. No mistakes.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And now running right through it. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Detroit! Detroit!
Second down, Mayfield. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Ross on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now right, off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watching now, Barney.
Right now, going to throw again. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gun, gun! All right, here we go. 319! 319!
Off play action. Right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Now the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Over!
Right, operating from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
To throw is right. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go. And got his man complete. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Space to run past the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, 33 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart
Detroit!
quarterback.
Detroit!
Off the play fake. Right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Wright to throw again. Buying time to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Now Wright to throw on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
Operating from the gun. Right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch him now, Barney!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Looking at this situation, if they get a field goal out of this, it helps. But a touchdown would really help into going to secure the victory.
You know what I'm thinking right here? In the West Coast offense, in their parlance, every time they throw the football, they say you're either throwing it for a touchdown or a check down. In this case, it's either taking time off the clock or getting that touchdown that really puts you in firm control. I think they'll go either way on this one.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Mayfield now on second down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Back to throw. And an alley to run. Oh, nice move at midfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And under 20 seconds now as the spike comes with 18 ticks remaining. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Watch him now, Barney.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but